All right, one more Patreon. We're finally caught up. This one also sent in by Chantae. Congrats, Chantae, on another win. And Lauryn Hill.
So also Lauryn Hill.
Yep. So we got some Fuji and Lauryn Hill.
Ooh, her name on YouTube is Ms. Lauryn Hill.
Ms. Lauryn Hill. All right. I don't think I've ever heard this or seen the vid.
But you'd rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle. And we both end up with scars. Tell me who I have to get so reciprocity. See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will. Yeah. Is this just a silly game that forces you to act this way? Forces you to scream my name. That you can't stay. Tell me who I have to be. I know what we gotta do to get so reciprocity. See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will. No matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working. And when I try to walk away, you hurt yourself to make me stay. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, this is crazy.
Ooh. I love this club scene.
This blue light, Joe.
I know.
It's really nice.
It's charming to say the least.
And I think her eye makeup is blue or something. It's like really working. Yeah, the eyeshadow. Man, look at these shots.
They're great.
She's
Although,
glowing.
must say, it must be like with that shot right there.
Must be
it
the
must be
early 2000s.
early 2000s.
Yeah,
look at that. Look at that.
Joe, this was the time I think they called it no pores allowed.
Yeah, it's just like fuzzed over skin.
We should get a filter going so that we can kind of like, for me and you,
dude,
know?
you wouldn't even see our mustaches and our facial hair. It would just be like, it would just be smoothed over.
That sounds good.
I would just have this like kind of weird, like dark brown under lip with no texture. look like Homer Simpson. Just like, why is that part of his face just like different color than the rest of his face?
But she does look beautiful, and like this blue light. Is her hair blue as well, or is it just?
I think it's just a reflection.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if her hair is blue, it'd be blue in the other scenes, would it not?
True. Yeah. But man, her voice. She's got that classic. She's got a very class. I think Lauryn Hill's one of those artists that I've heard throughout my life, just didn't know it was her. And so when I hear
obviously when it comes to the Fugees, I guess you did know.
Yeah. So I'm so familiar with her voice in like a subconscious way, and now that I'm like paying attention to it, I'm like, man, she's got a classic voice. It reminds me of something. It's like, it reminds me of Lauryn Hill.
You're probably thinking of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So it's been her the whole time.
You're telling me it's been Lauryn Hill this whole time?
It's always been you, Lauryn. It's always been you.
I keep letting you back in. How can I explain myself? I don't understand why. As painful as this thing
Nice little ripping solo, Joe.
What was that ending? We really just went into outer space all of a sudden with that
Yeah.
solo.
We were hitting the blunt at the end there, Joe.
Yes. Oh man. The brownies had kicked in there in the last 15
A
seconds.
little Grateful Dead. Jerry Garcia hit the stage.
What? What happened?
That was great.
Turn for the something.
This is like you just put this on and you're just floating away into the afternoon, you know?
Well, with the blue and everything, you turn off all your lights, you let your black lights do the work.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm gonna say? I think she does have blue hair.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
she
what I
does.
was saying, Joe.
'Cause some of these
Hey, remember when I was saying that?
Yeah, because some of these were like, wait, why are very specific parts of her hair blue? That doesn't make sense if it's the
Right.
lights.
There was.
So, but yeah,
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Either way, it looks cool.
it does look cool.
It looks like the tips of her hair in the back are blue in some shots.
Yeah, but not all of them.
Gravel.
I'm having trouble saying things good. Like there, like yeah. And she's just this guy keeps reminding her just
Oh, this
why.
guy.
I know,
Can we get these guys out of our lives?
but he's
Joe?
always coming in and weaseling his way back
Oh,
in.
and he's such a weasel.
You know what's funny about doing something like that? Like begging to get back together type of thing. The thing that I always find so interesting about it is that, man, later on in your life, you're going to think about when you did that and you're going to be like, oh, what? Oh, man. Why didn't I just because you know what? If relationships are getting to that, like, oh, please, come on. They're not. They're probably not working out.
Yeah, I laugh. It's not like I'm better than this. I just
No.
laugh because it's hilarious. It's just
It's
like,
hilarious.
Yeah, it's like,
It's-
why do we do this?
It's hilarious and embarrassing to remember yourself doing it.
Yeah.
And then you remember being the one who's like turning down the person that's like, oh, please, and you're just thinking like,
yeah, I've been in both situations.
and you,
Just kinda
and when you're outside of it, those are some of the cringiest memories. No matter what side you were on, it's just a cringy experience to be like the one pining or the one being pined for.
But I do love pine.
I know.
That word's really throwing me for a loop.
It was really hot and dry here a few days ago, and I was going for a run, and
There's
I
a
was
lot
just
of pine.
breathing in the pine,
Oh, good
roasting
for
in the
you.
sun.
Good for you, Joe.
Oh yeah, those Santa Anas came in. That dry heat steamed up the pine trees.
Excellent. But yeah, with these relationships, I mean, I feel like, what would you call that? It's like, it's part of the human experience in a relationship. Like, you have to experience that to like be like, oh, I'm never going to do that again. And you might do it again a couple more times.
You're probably gonna do it again.
But, it's not paying your dues. What is it? It's like going, I can't think of this. There's a classic saying, but it's just something that like most people have been through.
Yeah.
And usually on both sides, unless you're one of those people who like find your soulmate in like high school and then you just live for the rest of their life with one person. It just kind of works out, and it's weird a little bit because you're like, oh, that's weird, because
But
you guys
also-
have known each other for 90 years.
Yeah, you got a lot of time left. If you, but also like those like really long fight conversations that are just never ending, like 3, 4, 5 hours, and you're just thinking like, man, we really spent that much time doing that.
Yeah, that's hours of your life.
Yeah, you better hope that you like at least like got in line at the DMV or something before. At least you're
could-
getting something done while you're doing that. You know.
Yeah, two birds. I mean, you could be eating an ice cream cone. You might as well argue over a meal.
At least that. But you know what? I would think more of like, if you're going to like argue over like the tire popped and you got to walk to like the next, or you like ran out of gas and you got to walk to the next exit to get gasoline, you might as well argue during that period of your life.
you
Like the
might
parts
as
where you're like,
well.
shit, I got this
On an airplane.
long road trip.
A full airplane.
A full airplane with
You
with
real-
someone sitting between you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Those are
There's
good
a lot
times.
of great places you can do it. Maybe like in church at a wedding that you have to go to.
'Cause I'll tell you what, those hours really, zing by.
They do, because you're focused and you're desperate.
So I'm gonna throw this out here. Any of you who feel like an argument's coming on, just wait until that next road trip. Wait until you're stuck in traffic again.
Yeah, wait till you gotta get work done on your car.
Yeah. Wait until you gotta renew your license, or wait until Just something that you really don't want to do that doesn't take that much of your attention.
Bring that energy to the DMV. That's where it belongs. That's DMV energy for sure.
Arguing with a significant other is DMV energy.
But anyways, yeah, this song was just super chill. I love Lauryn's voice. She made us think of silly things, bringing us to relationships. I mean, this is what
the weekly top 5 is all about.
I mean, people write songs about this because for some people it is just a cycle that they are stuck in, and like we said, this is like a very, what would you call a quintessential human experience if you're like in relationships. Obviously there's people who aren't, but
begging for reconciliation,
all this stuff, validation and looking for validation from other people, all these things. So yeah, and having people look for validation in you. Like anytime someone's looking for validation in me, I'm like, it's all right, don't worry about it. You're fine. Like there's nothing I can say that's gonna like make you a better person. Like don't look to me. I'm just over here.
You know what? You gotta find your own validation. I don't got anything valid for you.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I'm not very valid.
No,
I'm an invalid person.
Yeah, I'm nobody. I don't plan on being anybody.
My opinions are worthless. YouTube comments have proven that to me.
Joe is so incredible. I mean, not incredible. What's the opposite?
Incredulous. I don't know.
You have lost all credibility is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I'm uncredible.
Uncredible.
As opposed to incredible.
Joe's so incredible.
I'm incredible. I'm one of Mike and I are going to make a new cartoon made by Pixar.
Incredible
It's going to be
Joe.
called Uncredibles. And it's just about a bunch of people that have no credibility. You ask them their opinion and they're just way off. They're like, oh, is that place really good? Like, oh, it's the best. And you go there, it has like a D health rating and the food is terrible.
There's like mice running around.
Yeah. It's just an entire children's movie made by Pixar and it's called The Uncredibles.
Anyways, you can tell us at the end of the night we're getting a little silly. Thank you to all the patrons, and this is great. I'm glad I'm finally learning Lauryn Hill.
Yeah,
Actually taking the time to pay attention. All right, see y'all in the next one.